So this is a series that could be one-off or recurring. I just wanted to try it anyway to see how people would receive it. It's going to be called One Season Turnaround. Today we start with Manchester United, but for those who are new, and being the first episode, I'm going to tell you guys how things are going to work in this series. We have unlimited transfers, which means we can spend money however we want and sell who we want. We have a 60% budget increase turned on. We have one season only to try and turn around the team. And we have one wildcard game throughout the season that we can play. And we can also play cup finals. Now, that means that all the games that we're going to be doing in this season are going to be simulated, besides that one wildcard game we can play at any time, and any cup finals, obviously. And basically what I'm going to do is record the squad at the start of the series, the episode. We're going to record the transfers in and the players sold. We're going to provide table updates every 8 games, and we're going to record any finals that we make and the wildcard game. So let's get into the season. So this is how the Manchester United team looks at the moment. Martial, Ibrahimovic, Mkhitaryan up top with Herrera, Carrick, Pogba in the midfield, Blind, Smalling, Bailly and Valencia. At the back, De Gea in goals, obviously. Rashford, Mata, Rooney, Fellaini, Romero, Rojo, Lingard on the bench. And the reserves, Ashley Young, Luke Shaw, Jones, Darmian, Poole, Tuanzebe, Pereira, Fosu Mensah, Wilson, plus some other players I've never heard of before. So Manchester United start off with a $211 million budget and a $350,000 wage budget. But our first signing of the series is going to be Antoine Griezmann. He was heavily linked with Man United recently, and I feel like it's only right to bring him in. We're going to pay $100 million for this guy, and we still got a lot of money to play with. This guy is a must. So we have received an offer from Napoli for Regan Poole, and they're offering $1 million. I think I'm going to accept that. We're just going to get rid of him, and Regan Poole is going to go to Napoli. So the next player I'm going to bring in for this season is Koulibaly from Napoli. A centre-back. I feel like Man United need a fresh centre-back next to Bailly, and I think Koulibaly is going to be the man to do it. So the first game I'm going to play today is the Community Shield final against Leicester. This is the team I'm going to go with. Ibrahimovic up top, Martial on the left, Griezmann at centre attacking midfield, Mkhitaryan on the right, Herrera, Pogba as CDMs or CMs, Luke Shaw on the left, Koulibaly and Bailly start at the back, Valencia right back, and De Gea in goals, and then the bench and the other stuff doesn't really matter. That's the team I'm going to go for. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell anyone because I feel like the squad is really good, but we might buy some more players just for squad depth. So just to clarify, because the episode is going to be pretty long, I'm only going to show you guys the goals that we score and what we concede as well. So we're not going to do full game highlights. Ibrahimovic is going to go himself. Takes a shot, gets blocked by Mkhitaryan, who beats 2, and he tries to pass it in. It's still not going in, and it doesn't go in. Oh, wow. Cleared off the line. It's not a good throw-in, not a good throw-in, but Ibra does well. No foul. Leicester really just defending for their lives today. And it appears we have an injury. Ibrahimovic is out. Oh, wow. That is a big blow, but what we're going to do is bring Mata in at the centre attacking midfield and put Griezmann up top. So the Community Shield ends up going into a penalty shootout. Mata the first taker, and it's saved by Schmeichel. Not a good start, and here's Vardy. Vardy versus De Gea. Vardy. He plays it across and we save it as well. So finally, can we get someone on the score sheet? Herrera scores the first one. Now Mahrez versus De Gea. One save already for De Gea. Mahrez taking a big run up. Plays it across and another save. No, it's not. De Gea was close though. And now it's the man Pogba. Pogba to blast it in. Oh, he scores. Yes, too much power on that one. Now we have Musa versus De Gea. De Gea coming close twice. Can we get another one? For De Gea, it's another save for De Gea. This guy has guessed right 3 times already. And now Mkhitaryan to put it in, and it goes in off Schmeichel. So if we save this, it's all over. De Gea got to finish this off. And he doesn't. Oh, wow, that was close. He's guessed right the whole time. He just couldn't save that one. And our new signing, Griezmann, is going to try and finish this one for us and win us the title. We're going for it. It's Griezmann, and it's all over. We've won the Community Shield. A great way to start this episode. And that's all that matters. We've won the Community Shield to start our one season turnaround off like a flying start. So it went down to a penalty shootout, but we did win the Community Shield. A great way to start the one season turnaround. And it went down to the wire. It was a tough game against Leicester. De Gea, our new captain, because Rooney was on the bench, lifts the trophy. And I couldn't be more happier. So we have a big injury to Ibrahimovic. He's going to be out for 2 months, which means we have to look for another striker maybe. So because we're in the transfer window, I've only simulated the first game of the Premier League, and we won against Bournemouth 1-0. So we have another game in the transfer window against Southampton in the Premier League, and we ended up winning that game 2-0. So 2 wins from 2, so it's a good start. So the final player we're going to bring in is Paulo Dybala. We've blown the budget. We're going to pay $86 million. We're giving him a $213,000 contract wage, and we're going to trade Rooney with him in that deal. So Rooney's gone. We're bringing in Dybala, and now we've got absolutely no money left. So this is how the new team is going to line up after all the deals we've made so far. Griezmann, Dybala up top, Martial, Mkhitaryan left and right mid, Pogba, Herrera in the mid, Shaw, Koulibaly, Bailly, and Valencia at the back, and De Gea in goal. So a very strong first 11. I just hope that we don't get too many injuries which kill our season. So we've simulated another 8 games in the calendar, and now it's time to check the results. So we drew with Hull in the Premier League 1-1. Probably one of those frustrating draws they've had all season, Man United. We beat Man City 2-0. We beat Aruca in the Euro League 5-1. We've gone through in the EFL Cup. We won 2-0 against Bolton. We've lost to Watford 2-1, which is a big result. And now we're up to a game against Leicester, which I'll simulate after this, after we check the tables and all that. So we're in third spot on the table, 10 points, but Swansea, who coming in first, are on 12 points, and they've got a game in hand. So Swansea, surprisingly, on top of the table. So now it's time to check the results again. After another 8 games, we've won against Leicester. We've drew against Stromsgård in the Euro League. Now we move to October. We drew with Stoke. Drew with Liverpool. Beat Celta Vigo in the Euro League. Beat Chelsea 2-1. Big result. We've beaten Newcastle in the EFL Cup. We drew with Burnley again. I see the pattern now. The recurring draws. They're coming back like Man United in real life. But anyway, let's get a look at the table. We're first in the Euro League group stages. And let's take a look at the Premier League. It takes so long to load the tables in this game. Look at this. It's so long. Anyway, this EFL Cup progress. We're playing Stoke next. And we've reached the quarterfinals already, which is pretty good. And now if the Premier League could load, please. FA Cup. Have we played in the FA Cup games yet? Look how slow it is. Oh my god. No FA Cup games left. And we are in 4th on the table. After 10 games, we've got 19 points. 2 points behind Swansea, who are still in first. But Arsenal in second have a game in hand. They could go top. So now it's time to take a look at the next 8 results. We beat Stromsgård in the Euro League. Then we play a game against Swansea. We've drew against Arsenal as well. We've drawn against Aruca. We've lost to West Ham 3-0. I think the players were really tired. But we've gone to the semi-finals of the EFL Cup. And we've beaten Everton 1-0, and we drew with Celta Vigo. So the group stage of the Euro League should be pretty close to be done now. If not, it's already done. And we've fallen to 8th on the table. Let's take a look. Oh wow, the decline has started. We're on 24 points, Arsenal on 33 points. And let's take a look at the other tables. Look how slow it is. So we're playing Southampton next in the EFL Cup semi-finals, and Tottenham plays Wigan. And now I'm just going to take a look at the Euro League quickly. And we should have qualified out of our group. It just takes so long to go through these tables. Yeah, so we finished on top of the group in our Euro League group stage. So we go through to the next round. So what I've done is gone from a 4-4-2 now to a 4-2-3-1. We've got Griezmann at the top. Dybala as a centre attacking mid. Actually, I might change that. We've got Griezmann at cam, Mkhitaryan on the right, Martial on the left, Pogba, Herrera in the centre defensive mid. We've got Valencia, Bailly. Smalling comes back in now. Shaw left back, and De Gea as goalkeeper. So now it's time to take a look at the next 8 results in the season. We drew with Crystal Palace. We beat West Brom. We lost to Spurs 2-0. We beat Sunderland 5-0. We beat Middlesbrough 4-0. Now we move into January. We beat West Ham 1-0. We beat Sunderland in the FA Cup 1-0. Now, semi-final of the EFL, we've lost 1-0, so that's tough. We've beaten Liverpool 3-1. So what are we going to do? Should we play the wild card for the EFL Cup semi-final and then we make the final if we beat Southampton? We're 1-0 down as well, so we'll see what happens. Let's check the tables. So we've climbed right back up the table now. After 21 games, we are at 40 points, 2 points behind Arsenal at the top. And now we'll check the other leagues. So this is the EFL Cup now. We're 1-0 down against Southampton in the first leg. And in the other semis, it's Tottenham 1-1 with Wigan as well. So it turns out Koulibaly is already unsettled at Man United. It looks to be clear that you're not going to use the player, therefore we should get rid of him. So please take the appropriate action of involving him in the first team. So I'll have to start Chris Smalling and Koulibaly because both are not happy. I don't know what the system manager is doing. We're going to lose 3 players. I mean, that doesn't matter. That's only a contract anyway. So in terms of buying players and selling players, I don't really know who to sell because I feel like the team is pretty good. And even if I sold players, I just feel like I'd ruin my squad depth because who are we going to replace them with? We can't really spend big money anymore because we've blown the budget. So there's no real point in selling players and trying to get some other ones. I'm pretty happy with the squad at the moment. I don't feel it's necessary to keep buying players for this team. So we have a game against Stoke in the Premier League. So what I've done is rotated the squad because 2 days later we have the semi-final of the EFL Cup against Southampton. We're already 1-0 down. I don't want the players to be tired going into that game. I want to win it so we can go to the final. So what I'm going to do is just rotate the squad and hopefully we can still get a result against Stoke. And the good news is all our players will be fresh for the game against Southampton. So we are simulating the game against Stoke. And we come away with a 1-0 win. Carrick scores in the 5th minute. That is a nice result considering we had a rotated squad. So here we go. We have the EFL Cup semi-final. I've decided not to use my wild card yet for the EFL Cup. So hopefully when we simulate, we go through. We're 1-0 down already. But we are playing at home now. So let's see how we go. So we score already with Pogba in the 3rd minute. I told you rotating the squad would help. And hopefully we get another goal. Hopefully Southampton don't score again. We are playing at home. And Gabbiadini scores. Oh wow. This has put us under pressure. Martial picks a goal back. Here we go. Griezmann scores another one. We're going through. Griezmann gets injured though. Mata comes in for Griezmann. Hopefully we don't concede. Please don't concede. Please don't concede. Please don't concede. Please don't concede. And we go through to the final of the EFL Cup, but we do lose Griezmann. So Griezmann's going to be out for 3 months. That is a huge blow. And yeah, that's a huge blow. So the only change I'm going to make now is that Ibrahimovic is going to start up top for Griezmann, who's very injured. He's going to be out for 3 months. And Rashford will come back into the bench as well. Yeah, that's the only change I'm going to make to the squad at the moment. So now it's time to check the other results from the last 8 games. So we start with Southampton. We won 3-1. So we're through to the final of the EFL Cup. We drew with Leeds in the FA Cup. And then we played Leicester. We won 2-0. Then we played Leeds in the replay. We won 3-1. So we're through to the next round of the FA Cup. We beat Watford 4-1. We lost in the first leg of the Euro League. We drew with Leicester in the FA Cup round of 16, so we've got to play a replay there. But then we beat Berlin again in the Euro League to go through to the next round of the Europa League. And now we're playing the Cup final against Spurs in the EFL Cup. So this is the lineup against Spurs for the Cup final. We've got Rashford up top. Ibrahimovic hasn't scored a goal in ages. He's in a drought, so I thought I'd better start Rashford. We've got Martial on the left, Dybala centre attacking mid, Mkhitaryan on the right, Pogba, Herrera in the midfield, Shaw, Bailly, Koulibaly, and Valencia right back. And then we've got De Gea in goal. So let's go and win the EFL Cup. We play it up the line. We've got to be careful. We almost lost it there. Play it down the right. Mkhitaryan too slow. Herrera's having a good game so far. Here's Mkhitaryan. Play back. Spurs, they're defending for all their life. We play to Dybala. Dybala's going to have a strike. Oh, it's a goal from Dybala. Cracking strike. And what a goal it is to start the final off. We played it around. Herrera's having a fantastic game so far. Gets an assist. Dybala, beautiful, beautiful strike. Lloris with no chance. We win it back already. Dybala sees Ibrahimovic down the right. Ibrahimovic Looking for options. Lays it off to Pogba, who has a strike. Oh, what a strike from Pogba with his left foot as well. And give us a dab. Give us a dab in the cup final. Perfect goal. What a layoff as well. So I have to be honest, I was not expecting that. But Ibrahimovic lays it off to Pogba. First time strike on the left foot as well. I wish he could do that in real life for Man United. So let's see if we can grab a third just to finish this game off. Dybala comes across, but Lloris catches it. And that is game over. We've won a second trophy this season. We've won the EFL Cup. So after all those games, it's time we take a look at the league table. We're third place, but we've got 3 games in hand, I think. We've only played 24 games. So we've only had 3 losses as well. So the Premier League is looking likely. 7 draws though, which is not good. We're on 49 points, but if we win all our catch-up games, we would be on top by far. So it's time to take a look at the next few results that we had during the month of March and look at the fixtures pile up around here. We start with Leicester. We drew 0-0 in the FA Cup, so we had to play a replay. That was the replay. We went through 5-4 on penalties, so we're on to the next stage of the FA Cup. Then we beat Bournemouth 2-1. Then we beat Middlesbrough. Then we beat Zenit in the first leg of the Euro League. And then we beat Newcastle in the FA Cup quarter-final. We beat Man City 2-1. We drew with Zenit round of 16, but that we still go through on the goals. And then we are up to Southampton. But what I wanted to stop here was because we have an injury to De Gea, our best goalkeeper. He's out for 3 months, a torn hip flexor. This could kill the season because look at the table. We are in third, but we still got 2 games catch up from Arsenal, who are in first. So basically, we could go top. We've got a lot of games to go, and I couldn't afford De Gea to be out for 3 months because Romero is also out. Hopefully he's back. He's still not back. Actually, he's just about ready. Wow, Romero comes back just in time, but De Gea is dead. Literally dead. And I've been doing a lot of player rotations and that. So the squad has been winning even with the rotated teams. I'm trying to just manage everyone well. And so far, so good. But the fixtures just got the better of De Gea, man. I simulated one too many with De Gea. And I was going to rest him after this because he had a week-long break. But, yeah, just caught up to him in the end. 3 months as well. Not even a month. Just always those big injuries. So now it's time for another update. We start with a Hull City victory in the Premier League. And then we play West Brom. We drew with them. We move into April now. We beat Everton 2-1. We beat Sunderland 2-1. We lost to Porto in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Euro League 2-0. So I'm going to have to use my wild card for the second leg just to get through. Then we played Chelsea, we drew 1-1, so now it's time to look at the tables. So here is a look at the table. We are in second, 1 point behind Arsenal, who are at the top of the table. Chelsea also on our backs, 2 points behind us though. Spurs as well. So we're in contention to win the title, but we just can't afford to slip up. So I've decided to use my wild card in the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Euro League against Porto. This is how we're going to line up: Romero in goals, Smalling, Bailly, centre backs, Valencia, Shaw, Pogba, Herrera, Mkhitaryan, Dybala, Martial, and Griezmann will start today because he's back from injury. So Ibrahimovic moves to the reserves. Actually, I might bring him on the bench. And that's it. So we've got a full-strength team, but we need to come down from 2 goals. I think 2 away goals as well. So we need to win 3-0. That's just how it's going to work. Well done, Bailly. Plays it down to Mkhitaryan. We need to score quickly. We need to get 2 away goals. And here's Griezmann bringing it forward. And what happened here? Who's injured? So already Mkhitaryan is injured. So Lingard is going to have to come in. Oh man, it just gets worse with these injuries. It's just injury after injury. Dybala holding it up, plays it across goal. We played inside to Griezmann. Griezmann plays it across. Got to finish. Yes, 1. We've got 1 back. I don't know who scored. Herrera scored. We've got 1 back before half-time as well, which is good. So we played it around. Beautiful ball into Griezmann. We played it across goal. Herrera with the tap-in. Another bloody injury. Another injury to our player Herrera now. Mkhitaryan and Herrera are both out of this game. Unbelievable how these injuries just kill your season. Pogba brings it forward. There's just no one to play. There's no one to pass it to. Everyone's out of position. And now Porto to seal the deal. Smalling, we play it across. Pump it forward. Hopefully the ref doesn't blow. Last attack, Griezmann can't win it. We play it down the line. Here's Martial. He's lost it 4 times before. We played into Dybala. There's no options. There's just no one. We played down the line. We can only hope for a cross. Oh, that's a beautiful cross. And it's a goal in the last second. We've caught it back. 2 away goals now. It's going to go into extra time. Bailly with the clutch header. Look at that cross from Valencia. Beautiful header as well from Bailly. And we're sending it into extra time. Unbelievable. Bailly cuts it out. Well done to Bailly. We play it up to Pogba. Ibrahimovic could be through. Ibrahimovic is through. Does he have the pace? Can he finish it? Yes, he can. He came off the bench, and now we're 3-0 up now. The away goals is going to count as well, so it looks like we're going through. 1-2 with Griezmann. Griezmann bringing it forward, plays it back to Ibra. Ibra to Dybala. Oh, Dybala just skims past them all. He's going to offload it to Ibra. Ibra to the finish, and that is game over. That is the tie done. Boy, this wildcard game saved us in the Europa League. We would have been out. Dybala just skipping past it, makes it look effortless. And bang, came off Casillas' foot as well. Ibra. Play back to Dybala, 1-2. Oh, beautiful play. Griezmann plays it inside. Dybala, first time shot. What a save by the keeper. It'll stay in. Dybala can pick it up again. He's going to get fouled. Plays it into Ibra. Ibra with the strike, and Ibra's got a hat-trick for himself. A 5-0 drumming against Porto, thanks to this wild card. Dybala's had a great game. Look at that. He holds it up. Sees Ibra. First time shot into the corner. Bang. And that is the game done. We are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League thanks to the wild card. So we have 2 big injuries to finish the season off. We've got Mkhitaryan out for 7 months ACL. And Herrera's out for 4 weeks as well. Didn't get any luck with the injuries this season. So here is another update from that Porto game. We then played Everton in the FA Cup semi-finals. We went through from penalties, 5-4, we won that. So we made the final of the FA Cup. We beat Swansea 2-1 as well. And then we played Southampton in the first leg of the Euro League semi-finals. We won that 3-1. And now we're playing Arsenal, which is probably one of the biggest fixtures of the season. Because if you look at the table, they're in 2nd, we're in 4th. If we beat them, we go on top of the league. There's only 3 games left. This is a must-win game. So let's see how we're going to do it. So it's a very big game in the Premier League. Arsenal Fan TV is probably going to go off if we beat them today. Still no goals. Hopefully it's not a draw. Pogba grabs a goal in the 40th. This is a big goal from Pogba. What else is going to happen? We have Romero in goals as well. I just love De Gea, but I can't. It's hard to trust any other keeper when you got De Gea. And it's finished 1-0. We beat Arsenal, which means we go on top of the table with 3 games to go. So now it's time for another update. We played Burnley. We drew 1-1, which was a big result that affected our season. We lost to Spurs as well, which was another crap result. And we're down to the last game of the Premier League. And then we play the final of the Euro League and then the final of the FA Cup as well. So we've still got 2 finals to go. But where do we stand on the table? Unfortunately, this year is not our year for the Premier League. Too many draws. 11 draws killed our season. And even if Chelsea lose the last game of the Premier League, they still will win on goal difference unless we win like 20-0. So let's simulate the last game of the season. Just too many games, man. When you're in every competition, it was just too many games in the end. And I'm just going to check the team lineup. That'll do. Way too many games in the end that costed us this season. So the last game of the season finishes with a win. Martial with the goal. So that means we probably stay in 2nd spot, which is not bad at all, considering Man United struggled to make top 4 in real life so far. But we still have 2 important finals to play, and I should have rested the squad. I don't know what I was doing. Should have rested the squad. But we'll prepare the team for the final, and then we'll go and play it. So this is how we're going to line up in the Euro League final. We've got Ibrahimovic up top, Martial, Dybala and Griezmann, Pogba, Herrera, Blind, Koulibaly, Jones, Valencia and Romero. So hopefully we get the result we want today and we can lift our 3rd trophy of the season. Phil Jones, oh, it's not good. They have a shot, and it comes off the keeper's back. Oh, and it's in. Wow. Talk about being unlucky. We've gone 1-0 down to a ball who's hit the post, comes off the keeper's back, and it rolls back in. Wow. We cut it out again. We bring it forward with Dybala. Dybala offloads to Martial. Martial beats one so easily. Plays it to Rashford down the left. This is a chance. Rashford beats one. Have a strike. Rashford. It's a goal from Rashford. The youngster grabs a goal in the cup final of the Europa League. And boy, did we need that one. Martial stops running. We play back to Daley Blind. He puts in a cross. A beautiful cross. Dybala with the header. And now it's 2-1 to Man United. So we worked it well. We played it back to Daley Blind. And what a beautiful cross from the left back into Dybala's way. And he headed it in. Not done yet. We've got two there. They still managed to put a cross and Romero punches it out. Rashford trying to clear it. They won't let me clear it. It's come back to someone who has a strike and it's got to be game over from here. Let's kick along with Romero. Surely it's done. Just to make sure. And yes, it is. We've won the Europa League. Wow. We've won 3 trophies this season. We've still got another cup final to go, but we turned it around in the second half. Oh, good work from the boys. Good work. So we are here at the FA Cup final against Chelsea. We are going to play the last game of the season. This is how we're going to line up. Romero in goals, Darmian, Bailly, Rojo, Shaw, Pogba, Mata in the midfield, Rashford, Dybala, Griezmann, and Ibrahimovic up top. Hopefully we get the win. We've won 3 trophies this season. This is our chance to get a 4 out of 5. Pogba, can't get it, but we get it to the right. Here's Rashford. Rashford bringing it forward, plays it to Griezmann. Griezmann to finish it. Griezmann with the strike. And it's 1-0 to Man United. Hotline bling time for Griezmann. So we worked it well. Rashford did well. Griezmann made a beautiful run. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Came off the keeper. Went under his legs really and then it went in. Beautiful. Here we go again. Griezmann up to Dybala. Dybala to Ibrahimovic. Oh, it gets tripped again and this time it's a penalty. So Ibrahimovic has a 91 penalty shootout rating. So let's see, we're going to rip it into the corner. Courtois dives and it's a save. Wow, what a save from Courtois. We play to Dybala, play back to Pogba. Offloads it to Mata. Mata's going to hit it with his left. It comes to Rashford. Rashford gets brought down in the box and it's another penalty. So Ibrahimovic missed the first one. Dybala's coming in for the second to seal the deal. And this time it's in. We've won the FA Cup. Oh, Bailly stuffed up. Kennedy's running down the line. He's got a lot of pace. Bailly brings him down. And it's going to be a red card for Eric Bailly for sure. Actually, no, it's a yellow. Wow, that is a big call. So it's a free kick. Fabregas to take it. He hits it over the wall and it's all off the keeper again. What the hell? That's another goal that's come off the post and hit the keeper and went in. Let's take a look at this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So the United fans are whistling. They want the ref to blow. And that's going to be full time. We've won 4 trophies this season out of 5. 4 cup finals we've played today. Wow, what a big episode. What a good episode. I think we successfully did a 1-season turnaround for Manchester United. I don't know if I'm ever going to do one of these again because this took so long to make. But it was worth it, man. We won 4 trophies, Europa League, FA Cup, EFL Cup, Community Shield. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the Premier League. And that was because we lost a lot of key players to injuries and a lot of draws. If we had De Gea, we would probably won the Premier League. But because he got injured for like a good 4 months, we couldn't use him. We just lost a lot of points because of him. So unfortunately, we finished 3 points behind Chelsea in the Premier League. They had that extra win. And we finished second, so still a good result. Coutinho and Dybala finished top goal scorers. We'll just quickly go through these sort of things. The assists, Mkhitaryan was our only player in 12th. And clean sheets, Romero and De Gea both equal. So we lost De Gea for a good amount of games. And now we'll take a look at the FA Cup. Clean sheets, De Gea leads Assists, no one. Goals for us, maybe. Dybala with 4. EFL Cup, Pogba with 3. And Dybala with 3 assists. What about the Champions Cup? Not really any of our players are there. Even with assists, no one. Clean sheets as well, no one. Oh, we're not in the Champions Cup, that's why. The Euro League. Clean sheets, Romero with 3. Dybala with 4 assists. And Dybala with 6 goals. So let's take a look at the squad report quickly. Romero had to play 23 games, 15 of them in the Premier League. So we lost De Gea for half the Premier League. We would have won the Premier League for sure. Darmian had a good game. Bailly, Rojo, they all went up heaps. Mata played pretty well. Pogba scored 15 goals, 6 assists. Rashford 5 goals, 4 assists. Dybala 33 goals, 10 assists. Wow. Griezmann 7 goals, 6 assists. Didn't really perform Griezmann this season. Ibrahimovic 4 goals, 1 assist. Carrick 3 goals as well. Crucial member of the squad. Jesse Lingard 5 goals, 3 assists. Koulibaly 1 goal. Not bad overall, not bad. That's about it, I guess, for the squad report. Martial 7 goals. De Gea 14 clean sheets out of 38 games. So half of his games were clean sheets, really. So that is the end of today's episode. It could have been a one-off, or we could do this as a recurring series. It just took so long to make. Hopefully it's worth it. I really enjoyed it though. We won everything we needed to besides the Premier League. We brought in some good players. We stuck by the rules, and the wildcard game took us to the final of the Euro League, and we won the Euro League, which is fantastic. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you guys are new. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe by clicking the icon, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, all the same name, under Vapex Karma. Remember to watch another video. There's 2 you can pick from, and I'll see you guys next time.